Happy New Year. It's 2019, the 31st of December. Tomorrow is the 1st of January, and I'm sure that you have considered what your life is going to look like in the next 12 months, the next decade, the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. My question is, are you excited about what you achieved in 2019 and even more excited about what you're going to achieve in 2020? Something I always do at the end of the year is have a look at what I've achieved. And I'm very proud of myself today, and I want to share a very personal story. What do you do every year to push yourself over the limit mentally and physically to see how tough you are? There's this great quote that says, you never know how strong you are until strong is the only option. So the first time that happened to me, somebody challenged me and said, Rowie, you're too big to run marathon and you're too little to compete in bodybuilding. So I did the same in 1 year. I really pushed myself. And I love the marathon running. It's 42.2 kilometres. That's my little dog barking, who's been with me the whole time. So I ran marathon, loved it, and did 21 marathons then. 42.2 kilometres 21 times. Once a year, I pushed myself to the absolute limit. But I then asked myself the question, if you can do it once a year, Rowie, that's only one time out of 365 days, could you do more than that? I then found out about a guy who ran 10 years without missing a day. So for 365 days by 10 years, he didn't miss a day. So I took that on as a challenge. Have you ever been inspired by somebody else? I certainly was. So I did it. So there came a New Year's Eve where I, on the 31st of December, touched the edge of my house, and I had run every day for 10 years, never missed a day. It was a minimum of 20 minutes every day. Hard and fast or slow and plod jog, whatever it was, but I never missed a day for 10 years. Pretty cool feeling. And the next year I certainly had the best year have ever had, physically, mentally, emotionally, from achieving point of view, from doing things. So that was really awesome. However, that was every day for 20 minutes. What people then say to me is, Rowie, I don't have time to exercise. And by the way, you don't need any time to exercise, because you only need to get puffed a couple of times throughout the day to be fit and turn your body into a fat burning machine. But I wanted to prove that time shouldn't be an excuse. So then my next goal was to run for 1 hour, to exercise for 1 hour, and I run, so it was running, every day for 365 days for 1 hour. So I ran every day for a whole year for an hour. And sometimes it was hard. I was at an airport, or it was the middle of the night, or I was sick, or I was injured, but I did it anyway, because when you've got an attitude of do it regardless, I kept going, and I did it in 31st of December, touched the house, I've done it. I've run every day for 1 hour. So then I had an injury and I couldn't run. So now I had to work out a way to test myself mentally. So I decided to do something else. 2 hours out of every 24, I decided that I would exercise every day for 1 year. It's now 2019, and for every day of 2019, I've exercised for 2 hours or more every single day. That's not fanatical. I'm just sharing that with you because I made a commitment. Can you imagine what it feels like when you've made a commitment to yourself to do something and you actually do it? A lot of people say, I'm gonna, and they never do it. They say, I will do whatever it takes, but then something like whatever comes along and they don't do anything. I'll do it regardless, and regardless happens and they just stop, fall down in a heap and give up. Well, I'm not that kind of a person, and I'm challenging you not to be either. So every day for 2019, it's now New Year's Eve, it's almost dark, and I have now achieved another goal of exercise for 2 hours every day. Now I had a challenge because I didn't have enough time. I'm busy, I have a very busy life, so I got a tree desk. I used to have a standing desk. Now I exercise for at least 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 hours every day because I'm at my desk moving the whole time. I invested in myself, I invested in my body, and instead of 10,000 steps every day, sometimes I'm doing 40, 50, 60,000 steps. I had to find a way. It was exercise for 2 hours every day, Rowie, regardless. So I had to overcome the challenge of the time frame. Now the big thing is I only get puffed 4 or 5 times throughout the day. I punch the bag, sprint on the treadmill, sprint on the cross trainer, run up and down a hill, run up and down a flight of stairs. I still only get puffed for about 50 seconds every day. But I've made the commitment for 2 hours every day and I've done it. I'm asking you to be strong, to be fit, to be tough, and most importantly, for the right reason. A lot of people exercise to be in great shape or to have ripped abdominals or tight butt cheeks. cheeks. I'm well over 50 and I'm really over that. I just want to be healthy, fit and strong for the rest of my life. What I am challenging you to do though is we've got kids who look at what we're doing and they see adults who are fat, who are sick, who are diseased, who are on antidepressants, who are weak mentally. They have to have sick days and anxiety days and stress leave days, and our kids are not given an example of what healthy, fit and strong looks like. So if you can't find motivation for yourself to do whatever it takes, how about do it for your kids? If you're a parent, if you're a teacher, you're a coach, you're a boss, you're a preacher, a pastor, somebody who has people looking into your life saying, is it possible for me to be fit and strong? Please be the person who makes it possible. Is 2020 the year that you are going to commit to being healthy, fit and strong for the rest of your life? And if not for you, then surely for your kids, for the people that you care about, the people that you love. If you want to be a great human being, you have to have happy drugs pumping through your brain, and you have to be a fit, strong person so you can live your life in the peak physical condition with a stack of energy and top level performance, and that comes from being fit and strong. I'm challenging you at the end of 2019, make 2020 your best year ever. Woohoo!